Hey guys, may the 4th be with you. I just did a video talking about my dorsal ganglion stimulator and how it works. Now, this one is about my meds. So, part of this is going to be about how this whole thing has changed my med routine, but also I've never really talked about all the meds that I'm on and how having CRPS means taking tons of medication. So, alright. Average morning before you even add doing the like the dorsal ganglion stimulator, any of that stuff. So sorry, gotta get my juice, which I don't really want to drink, but because I'm nauseous and I haven't picked up my anti-nausea meds yet, gotta do that later. All right, so average morning. This is before I take anything extra like pain meds or anything. I have Wellbutrin, which is an antidepressant. I have alprazolam, which is an anti-anxiety, but also it helps with like muscle relaxation. I have Toradol, Toprol, which is a beta blocker, which is for blood pressure. I have Topamax, which is an anticonvulsant. Pepsid, the generic, which is for stomach acid. And then I have a vitamin B supplement, which is not a prescription med specifically. So that's just like my standard morning. Sorry, I refuse to make nausea face on camera. Alright, so now let's talk about what it means. So, and with the nausea thing, I'm getting Zofran today. It's actually at the pharmacy. I just have to pick it up because I talked to my doctor yesterday, and I was like, all the Keflex, which is an antibiotic they have me on, is really awful and it's making me feel really sick, and I already feel really sick all the time. So, I need something so that I can like eat food and like also like just drink things. Like I'm so dehydrated at this point because I don't even really drink water. Beyond that, I absolutely have to drink. So, like to get pills down and stuff. So, they've called that in. So, okay. When I'm saying antibiotics, by the way, I want you to understand that what I mean is like this giant pill every 6 hours, which for the last couple days, I haven't actually been taking every 6 hours. Because if I do, I can't eat anything. So after at one point going 24 hours without being able to eat anything, which means I can't metabolize my meds properly, my other meds, I had to just stop. So, alright. Because I can't drink coffee. Well, I can't ever drink coffee really because I have peptic ulcer disease, but and I can't really handle like my soda right now until I get my anti-nausea meds. I'm gonna take the version of Tylenol that has caffeine in it, called tension headache relief, but doesn't have aspirin in it, because aspirin like really aggravates my asthma and sometimes aggravates, like makes me bleed a little bit. Like I'll get like petechia and get like bleeding in my eye area and stuff. And then to try to like deal with seasonal allergies and the immediate stomach issue, take some Benadryl, like generic Benadryl. I normally do that in the morning anyways, just because like my seasonal allergies are really bad. And then because I don't want to start the day with the strong pain meds, because it's going to be a long day, Every day's a long day with CRPS. I'm starting with tramadol. Tramadol is Ultram is the name brand, and it is synthetic, and it is not as strong. It's a different kind of med than like a Vicodin or an OxyContin or something like that. The idea being that it's not those. There's like an argument of whether or not it's addictive. I know that I personally am not physically dependent on it. Like, I mean, I probably would be if I completely went off of it. Excuse me, but like if I don't take it at the same time every day, or if I only take a little bit, like before I was, because I've been on it for years for different, like, because I had pain management issues for years, but like I could take like one pill if I wasn't doing much of anything. And back when I could take ibuprofen, I could take like one pill of tramadol and be fine with like my ibuprofen. But now this is the light hitter as opposed to like my main pain meds. So that's what I'm going to start with. And then I have my muscle relaxer that is my main muscle relaxer that they have me on right now that isn't from my, it's not from my pain management doctor. It's from my my regular doctor, because my pain management doctor isn't, they can't do anything about my neck pain until they're done dealing with the stimulator, because if they do the cervical injections that I need, they would have to redo all of the imaging for my stimulator. So in the meantime, they can't really do that. So they have me on something called Roboxin, which is less sleepy than like the Xanaflex. One of my other doctors had me on before, because I get really bad muscle spasms, and actually having the stimulator in is making my muscle spasms a lot worse. So this is handful number 2. Sorry. Okay, so this is my mud bag, and so other stuff that's in here. I have extra alprazolam in here because sometimes I need it when I'm out, if I have a panic attack, or before I was on the Roboxin, if I started having really bad muscle spasms. Also, if I feel like I'm going to have a seizure, I can take one of these, or I can take half one of these, and a lot of times it'll help. Like if I start to see like the seizure aura, start to get a migraine aura, also I can stop from turning into a seizure. With my pain meds, I have to carry them in the bottle. I have ibuprofen, but that's really for other people because my stomach can't really take it. Speaking of my stomach, I have my Pepcid, because even though mine is a prescription, it's the same dose as the over-the-counter. So if somebody's really desperate for it, like they have really bad like acid reflux or something, like I can show them that it's the exact same as what they would take over the counter, and either use it to recommend it, or if we are somewhere that they can't get any, I could like give them one of mine, especially with someone like I'm close with. And my antibiotics, because I have to take them fucking constantly. Pardon my language, I try not to swear on this. My stronger pain meds again, have to carry them in their original container. I don't carry a lot of them on me because I'm really scared of like somebody trying to steal my meds. Especially because like I dated a guy who is addicted to prescription meds. And then when like I still hung out with him afterwards, like I caught him trying to steal out of my purse a couple of times, and that was really scary. I have regular Tylenol, like, well, generic Tylenol, but I have my Benadryl, which I always carry on me in case of allergic reactions and stuff too. I have my birth control. Obviously, I'm being responsible. I couldn't carry a baby in the medical state that I'm in. My husband and I, if we decide to have a kid, and I'm hoping that we will, we won't have it through my body. We're polyamorous, and so his girlfriend will likely carry our baby. And my sister wife is amazing. I call her my sister wife. They're not married at this point. If they decide to have a baby, like, I'm pretty sure that, like, they'll do a hand fasting ceremony and she'll take our last name. But, like, she's also part of the chronic illness community. And, like, her and I, are really close in that, like, we'll go to appointments together, and, like, she really gets it. Like, before we knew that my doctor was going to be able to give me some anti-nausea meds, like, she was actually going to give me something, because she has had a similar issue, and she had something that didn't work for her. Her doctor gave her something else, and she's just really been really helpful with it, even though, like, my anxiety makes it really hard for me to deal with. Sometimes having somebody else that I'm, like, that close to, you know? Especially, like, women. Because, like, being an older Southern female, I have a really hard time with, like, younger women, but we're working through it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. This is Vicks Natural Inhaler. Use this. And this is great. It's supposed to be to open your sinuses, but if I smell something really gross, this is great to cover it up. Burt's Bees from my lips. Tums, because, you know, the Tum. Supposed to be using the eye drops a couple times a day. Usually really bad about it, but carrying them because I'm supposed to, because dry eyes. My asthma inhaler, I keep like an extra hairband on it too. This is my rescue inhaler, and I have a packet that's like just cold meds and like poop meds, you know, like Imodium, stuff like that. Mostly, like, if other people need it, stuff like that. And, you know, because, like, I'm the mom friend. I'm also the oldest in my social group. So, that becomes a thing. And then, iodinized salt. And this has nothing to do with me. So the Viking likes salt, but like his body craves salt. And if he's craving salt, sea salt isn't going to do it. And there's a lot of places around here where if you ask for salt, the only thing they have to give you is sea salt. And so because of that, I actually am very careful to always, always, always carry iodinized salt for him. And so it's my Viking salt. And that is Meds in the World of a Kitty.